Hello again. Welcome to my music manifesto. This is 5 things about music you already know are true but are probably afraid to believe. And this video just deals with the first of those, as well as a quick introduction to this manifesto. So, as I mentioned before, my life's purpose is to mentor musicians and to help them become superhuman in their abilities as musicians. And I just love doing that. As long as you are willing to work, I can do the rest. I can teach you what needs to be taught, but ultimately it really is on you to do the work. So just be prepared for that as you start to dive into these lessons. So here's a quote from Thomas Jefferson: "If you want something you've never had, you must be willing to do something you've never done." And I say that because I'm a little crazy. My approach to teaching is a real departure, I think, from the way most people teach, but I do know it works for a lot of people. So I just put that in context with that quote by Thomas Jefferson so that you can understand, yes, the way I teach is different. And so, yes, you will have different results from the exercises and the concepts I show than you do from what would be conceived as or perceived as like traditional music instruction. So I want you to understand something. This is important. The music is inside you. You need to believe this, and you need to trust in this fact that you can be a world-class, wonderful musician that makes music that affects other people and that is a honest communication of who you are. And as we go through this, it's important that you start to see that more clearly, that great musician that is there in you. So, and follow that intuition anytime it tells you to move to the next thing, because that you can trust that. So believe the music is in you. These lessons are about paradigms because paradigms are so much more powerful than rules. Paradigms are the basic beliefs that frame your view of the world, and they're often so big that you don't even know that you have them. So we're going to address some of the fear-based ways in which you have a relationship with music, and we're going to help to pull those out and to change them into ways that are based on trust. So here we go. Changing your paradigms changes everything. This course is about planting the seeds of these changes. And then if this course helps you, the next course, I have a course that's a 6-week musical transformation that really gets you into cultivating habits and disciplines that will really help you to move past some of the blocks that have been blocking you from succeeding musically and finding real joy and expression through your music. Now, also, you just need to remember that my way is not the only way. There are so many approaches to teaching, and my way of teaching may or may not work for you. And I just think it's important for you to know that before we move forward. So paradigm number 1 that we're going to change is that music is fun by nature. Well, we're not going to change that. We're going to get you to believe that. It actually takes work to make it boring. So I got to tell a story about a student of mine. He was a high school aged young man. And before I met him, I was a jazz teacher, as all I did is taught my students how to play jazz. And I had this wonderful system for creating bulletproof jazz musicians out of any student who came to me. But this particular student came to me, and I just felt such a connection to him. And I knew that I needed to work with him and help him. But he had absolutely no interest in jazz, and he would never do any of the assignments I asked him to do. And so I just came to this realization that maybe I should figure out why this boy was sitting in front of me. And he started showing me, and I asked him to do this, to show me some of the music that he loved. And we started working on having him find a musician inside of him that was what he was trying to be. And it just changed everything for him. He started a band that really started a strong following in the area here, and it was his enthusiasm and love for the music that drew the audiences to him. So he helped me understand and realize that having fun was the point of music. And that is important for you to understand, that enthusiasm and fun is what the audiences want. They don't want perfection. And that is because perfection does not exist. It is an illusion. There's this band called Snarky Puppy. I just wanted to refer you to them. There's a lot of great music out there. This particular band just has a great time playing, and they're not acting like they're having fun, which sometimes can be a problem in my opinion. But this band really enjoys playing music, and you know that they're having a great time. And so I just thought I'd refer you to them. I think you'd enjoy their music. So there you go. Rating, ranking, and assessment. A musician's worst enemy. So this is important to know. That's why I put the picture of Voldemort there. it is a real problem in our society that the minute talent is discovered in especially young people, almost the first instinct we have is to get them rated, ranked, and assessed at some kind of festival or competition. Competitions in music do not fit well together. American Idol can sort of show it's the kind of the symptom of this huge problem we have in America, that people want to put their value and their worth as a human being in the hands of judges who sort of have some kind of a standardized view of what makes music good and not good. So rating, ranking, and assessment is a big part of what's hurting music and music teaching and music making in the United States. And because it's important to understand that every musician is different, and there is no one way to make great music. And you have music to make that only you can make, and it's going to be different. And I promise you, it will not fit a rubric. If your music becomes honest and if it becomes a reflection of you, it is not going to fit a rubric. So don't try to make it do that. Run away whenever you want to rate, rank, or assess yourself. Now, don't panic because laughter is more powerful than scream. This is the analogy from that Monsters, Inc. Movie, which is all about how these monsters that derived power by creating fear in people. But they realized as the shortage came that there was something more powerful than fear, and that was laughter and fun. And that is what created the most energy and power. And as you start to make your music studies fun and exciting, you will find the power of that, and you will change much more quickly, and you'll find music inside you much more quickly. So worrying about what others think would be a musician's second worst enemy. It's another problem in our society to try to calculate what others will think of your music. It's important to always trust yourself and trust that musician inside you. And how can you know if what you're doing is the right thing? Is through the light in your eyes when you do it. How much fun are you having? Are you just having so much fun that it's scary? Then you're doing the right thing with your music. So here's your assignment. Make a list of things you want to do, especially if they're things that you think you shouldn't want to do. Do you want to learn to play the accordion? Do you secretly like to listen to Justin Bieber? Do you want to make an EP? Do you want to build a website? Do you want to do a podcast about music? Make a list and then pick one of those things and get started right now. Okay, have fun. Thanks for listening.